So one of my dreams is to be able to look into the writers' rooms of some of my favorite shows. Not only shows, but books, comics. I just think it would be amazing if writers were a little bit more open about what they actually did every day. So now that I'm a screenwriter, I've decided that I'm going to be documenting the process so that I can be helping all the little me's out there who are on their journey and are figuring things out. Plus, I really like talking about writing. So what kind of stuff have I made? Well, I've made a lot. I've got a comic that I've kickstarted. I've written a couple novels. I haven't sold any, but I've written them. I've got a lot of short films out there. A newsletter, a bunch of stuff. I'm writing pretty much every day. Another reason why I'm making this is because I am also still learning. And I hope that by putting these videos together, going over everything I've learned and putting it out into the world will help me to understand exactly where I am and what I need to be doing next as well. So the main backbone of these videos is pretty simple. I'm about to begin writing a screenplay that I have a strong hope will actually be made. This is for a feature film. It will be a horror movie. And me and my director have been approached by a producer who is interested in the idea. And I thought that now is the perfect time to document what it actually looks like to take a script from the very beginnings. I don't even have a script. We have a rough outline right now, which I'll talk about, to hopefully a real film that it'll be made and I can look back on this video and be like, look at how cute that was in the very beginnings of this process. But I'm also going to talk about my real goal, because if I was just focusing on one screenplay at a time and hoping to get that made, I would not be a very good writer, because I think to be a writer, especially someone who's making money and working at this, you have to be constantly creating and constantly working on getting better. So my goal as a creative is to become the best storyteller possible. And in pursuit of this, I'm constantly working on things to tell stories. I write short stories every day. I write journals about my life in the form of stories so that the day becomes more memorable and I can practice structure. Lately, I've started writing a short screenplay every day with the goal of animating it so that I can actually share screenplays in a way that people want to interact with, because it is hard to get people to read screenplays. So a big part of this video is going to be documenting what does it actually take to become a better screenwriter, but what does it take to become a better storyteller? How do you pursue this? What does it look like to be improving? What does it look like to be encouraging yourself and others? And I'm really hoping that this will encourage myself, but also that there are a lot of people out there who could find this useful, because I would have loved to have this when I was starting out. And one day I've got big goals with my writing, of course. Who doesn't? But, I hope to change the world and really impact people and encourage and motivate people out there with what I can create. So I would love to have my favorite writers, if they had been documenting videos like this from the beginning, then maybe my process would have been changed and I would be where I am a lot faster. So I'm hoping to do what they didn't do and create something like this from the very beginning. So in these videos, I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of things. I've got should you go to film school? How do you start a screenplay? Where do ideas come from? Structure books. I love structure books, but what are the best ones? What's worth your time? I'll be talking about deconstructing all of my big projects and how did I get to where I am and how did they get made and how can you be doing something similar? Talking about coverage, talking about my daily strategies for being a better storyteller. Basically, all the stuff that I think about all day long and bother my friends with all the time. Now you get to hear it too. So I hope this is helpful, and I can't wait to talk about writing. I think we're going to have a lot of fun.